let's begin. Let your mind roam. Our scene takes place inside of a home. The husband has just walked up the staircase. He glares into space with despair on his face. His soul is on fire. Inside there's a war that can't be denied. He stands outside the door. On the other side, his bride and a lover, oblivious to the fact their lives been discovered. So as they embrace and try to make haste, they have no idea what's about to take place. Gun in hand, he longs to understand what would lead his wife into the arms of another man. He thinks back to the day they made their vows, before God, before the minister, and the crowds. Exchange of the rings, the joy of the reception. Now a tainted memory destroyed by deception. He had been faithful to her. Now the fire of his desire got him ready to do something hateful to her. He never thought his wife would be just a faker, and that her lust would make her a covenant breaker. The promise of fidelity they made was glorious, but now his jealousy has made him furious. And they can't see the danger those screams or pleas they make could ever ease the pain or appease his anger. He kicks open the door, they jump out of the bed. Don't move is all he said, gun pointed at his head. The screams of his wife as she clutches the covers close. Her lover spoke to plead for his life. The husband says to the guy, look me in my eye. My face will be the last thing you see before you die. The husband cried inside, his love was bona fide. Trouble for the bride, double homicide.
How quickly we are to break the vows we made, as our unbelief leads our hearts astray. How long before he turns his face away? We belong to the jealous one. We belong to the jealous one, whose blood brought us back, whose victory won. Our worship and praise to him belong, the jealous one.
The God of the Bible who invites our trust must be understood to be nothing like us. Most of the time, human jealousy will hurt you, but when it comes to God, his jealousy is a virtue. One of his awesome perfections, surely thunders his law and protects his glory. He gave us the gift of the marriage relationship to acquaint us with a faint taste of this. A wife for a husband or husband for wife. The only time jealousy is right in this life. But just as the distance is great between earth and stars, God's thoughts are much higher than ours. So his jealousy is on a whole other level, unintelligible to the soul of a rebel. But in sacred scripture, God paints the picture. The aim to shake your frame is straight conviction, and that's what it should do. God's jealousy is frightful, and yet it's delightful and good too. I couldn't think of much worse if I tried than a dude who smirks if you flirt with his bride. So tell me, what kind of God would he be if he wasn't bothered to see idolatry? Is God just supposed to laugh and withhold his wrath when he's replaced by a golden calf? You say, I don't worship a golden calf. Well, for us, it's self and sex and loads of cash. Atrocious past, we still don't know the half of how these things provoke his holy wrath. And so we stand in awe and wonder how come God took his jealous anger out on his son. So all those who trust him can see like we're supposed to see, and be forgiven of our spiritual adultery.
How quickly we are to break the vows we made, as our unbelief leads our hearts astray. How long before he turns his face away? We belong to the jealous one. We belong to the jealous one, whose blood brought us back, whose victory won. Our worship and praise to him